Hey guys, it's Steven from Tostemac, and welcome to the first autism vlog of Autism Awareness Month. So for this particular video, I want to keep things nice and simple. So it's going to be a Q&A video where people have asked me questions on social media, and I'm going to try to get through some of them today. So if you have any questions after this video, just leave a comment down below, and I'll try to get to it as soon as I can. So, our first question from Alana Lawson reads, I love watching your vlogs. Oh, thank you. For your Q&A, I would be curious to hear if you participated in ABA therapy when you were younger, and if so, what are your thoughts about it? Also, what are your thoughts, if any, about the group of adults with autism who say ABA therapy is damaging and shouldn't be common practice? Well, when I was younger, I participated in something similar to ABA therapy, but not formal. Like, it was something that my mom and dad have practiced on their own times. So basically, it's a common practice system where you're trying to get the kid to do something, and there's like a reward at the end, or positive enhancement, or positive feedback, or whatnot. So based on how much I know about ABA therapy, it's good up to a certain point. And what I mean by that is the idea of doing something for a reward is a nice idea at first, but as you grow up in real life, I mean, we all know that not every good deed has a reward at the end of it. So at a certain point, if you keep going on the idea that if you do this for a reward, then it's not really going to be helpful that much, because then you get the impression that you feel entitled to get something every time you do something. So at a certain point, you need to change the idea of doing an action for reward and instead make the action in and of itself the reward. For example, like when I do chores like taking out the trash and doing the dishes, when I was younger, I would get like $20 a week for doing the chores. But nowadays, I just do the trash and taking out the trash, doing the dishes, not because of any rewards or whatnot, but simply because it was the right thing to do. It keeps the house clean. So once you get the child to the point where they think about doing a certain action just because it's the right thing to do, or that's in and of itself a reward, then it's good. But don't treat every situation as if there's supposed to be some kind of reward at the end. Alia Holt, sorry if I mispronounced your name, asked, do you wish you were a normal person sometimes? Wait, I'm not normal? I'm kidding. So this other question, I think, would be what she meant. Let's see if I can find it. Ah, here it is. So Giovanni Flores types, do you think your life would be different if you didn't have autism? What kind of struggles do you face with autism? What advice would you give to someone with autism or a friend or family who knows someone with autism? Okay, in that order. Yes, I would definitely think that my life would be different if I didn't have autism. Mainly because, like, autism had a huge impact with not only the characteristics of me, but the people I met along the way because of the fact I have autism. And so if I didn't have autism, none of this stuff would even be possible. Because if you think about it, the present is just the culmination of all the past moments before. And the future is what builds on top of that. So every part of your life is significant, even the ones you don't want to think about. So what kind of struggles do I face? Let's see. There's body language, there's social cues sometimes. Probably a few others. Probably name one more. Oh yeah, the stimming thing. Sometimes I tend to stim a lot, and it kind of takes away from the time I need to work on something, but that's just a side thing. So what advice would you give to someone with autism or a friend or family who has autism? I think someone else has answered this question, so we'll save this one for later. Dennis Ryan Smith asked, have you met others with autism similar to yours? And if so, what was it like to talk with them? Oh yeah, I've definitely talked to people with autism. My little brother, Thomas, he's annoying. He's a little brat. He should be punished for his insolence towards me. But I digress. Yeah, there are several people that I've met who were similar to me. Like, in fact, during elementary school, I first started out in special ed. I felt like I belonged with that small group. They all understood me, I understood them. It was a nice connection we have. So it's pretty easy for me to bond with other people who were autistic and whatnot. I still have an easy time to that day. Dominic Martin Osborne asks, do you see your autism as a strength or a weakness? Honestly, I see it as both. I mean, yes, autism does give you some benefits like good memories and nice organization skills or skills with math. Maybe not me. But you have to also accept that it does have its fair share of weaknesses, like, as I said before, body language, social cues, sometimes having a hard time controlling the amount of stimming and whatnot. So it's two halves of the same coin. One cannot exist without the other. You can't look at just autism strengths or just autism weaknesses. You have to look at both of them to fully understand autism. Our last question today comes from Anna Riebziv. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. She writes, what would you recommend parents who have a child with autism? Many times these parents feel lost in the situation and fear for their child's future. What would you tell them to cheer them up? I actually have two pieces of advice. One is try to reach out to other people. You're not alone in this. There's a lot more people being born with autism within each year and whatnot. So there's plenty of people to talk to, whether it be like a small church for a community or like Facebook. Hey, I'm on Facebook. Let's see. There's also like small community groups like Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, stuff like that. Don't think that you have to handle this alone, because you don't have to. There are other people who have been through this before and can help you when you need it. So by all means, reach out to other people. As for the other advice and the ending note for this video, never give up on your child. Each and every one of us are born with special talents and special gifts that sometimes it takes a bit of time for us to realize it or find it and whatnot. So just be patient with your kids and never give up on them, because sooner or later, they'll tend to surprise you. Well, that's going to be it for our Q&A video. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. If you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, thank you to those who have submitted questions for this Q&A video. This was really fun. But again, if you have any other questions, just let me know in the comments below. I'll get to them as soon as I can. Also, I think I need to shave a bit. Yeah, it's probably something I need to do. So, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and until the next video, see you later.